The forest had already claimed many secrets, but none like this. Obasi's feet crushed the wet leaves, his chest heaving, heart pounding like a drum of war. As the shadow beast's molten eyes followed him silently through the mist, he had left the village behind, left the cries and chaos, left the fires and floods, because he could no longer wait for miracles. He would become the miracle. Every step deeper, the trees twisted like ancient hands reaching for him, roots snaking underfoot, thorns tearing at his clothes. But he did not stop. He could not stop, for the village depended on him, for his mother's face haunted his mind, for the promise he had made to himself burned brighter than any fear. The shadow beast lurked ever closer, its presence heavy and suffocating, whispering doubts he could almost hear. "Turn back, you are alone." But Obasi did not falter. He did not falter because he had chosen this path, because he was tired of waiting, because he would face the darkness alone if he must. Branches clawed at his face, mist wrapped around him like a shroud, and the forest itself seemed to shift with every step, testing him, mocking him, daring him to turn aside. But he ran deeper, faster, heart pounding in rhythm with the unseen pulse of the woods, every nerve screaming, every muscle aching, yet courage surged like fire through him. And then, the shadow lunged, massive, eyes ablaze, claws slicing through the fog, and Obasi dove, rolled, scrambled, narrowly escaping into a narrow gap between brambles, his breath ragged, his body trembling, but his will unbroken. And as he disappeared into the thickest darkness, the forest seemed to swallow him whole, the shadow beast roaring behind him, promising it would not rest, and Obasi knew he had gone too far to turn back now, but he would not stop until he had reached the heart of the forest, until he had saved his village from the calamity that had already begun, until his courage became their salvation. If you think Obasi can survive the forest and face the shadow, follow us for the next part to witness the fight that will decide the fate of the village, because the story is only getting darker, more dangerous, and more unstoppable.